Matthew chapter 13. And on that day, Yeshua went out of the house and sat by the sea. And large crowds were gathered together to him, so that he went into a boat and sat down, and all the crowd stood on the beach. And he spoke to them much in parables, saying, See, the sower went out to sow, and as he sowed, some indeed fell by the wayside, and the birds came and devoured them. And others fell on rocky places where they did not have much soil, and immediately they sprang up, because they had no depth of soil. But when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered. And others fell among thorns, and the thorns came up and choked them. And others fell on good soil and yielded a crop, some 100-fold, some 60, and some 30. He who has ears, let him hear. And the taught ones came to him and said to him, Why do you speak to them in parables? And he answering said to them, Because it has been given to you to know the secrets of the reign of the heavens, but to them it has not been given. For whoever possesses, to him more shall be given, and he shall have overflowingly. But whoever does not possess, even what he possesses shall be taken away from him. Because of this I speak to them in parables, because seeing they do not see, and hearing they do not hear, nor do they understand. And in them the prophecy of Yeshua is completely filled, which says, Hearing you shall hear, and by no means understand, and seeing you shall see, and by no means perceive. For the heart of this people has become thickened, and their ears are hard of hearing, and their eyes have closed, lest they should see with their hearts, and hear with their ears, lest they should understand with their heart, and turn back, and I heal them. And blessed are your eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear. For truly I say to you that many prophets and righteous ones longed to see what you see, and did not see it, and to hear what you hear, and did not hear it. You then hear the parable of the sower. When anyone hears the word of the reign, and does not understand it, then the wicked one comes and snatches away what was sown in his heart. This is what's sown by the wayside. This is that sown by the wayside, and that sown on rocky places. This is he who hears the word, and immediately receives it with joy. Yet he has no root in himself, but is short-lived. And when pressure or persecution arises because of the word, immediately he stumbles. And that sown among thorns is he who hears the word, and the worry of this age and the deceit of riches choke the word, and it becomes fruitless. And that sown on good soil is he who hears the word and understands it, who indeed bears fruit and yields some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. Another parable he put before them, saying, The reign of the heavens has become like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed darnel among the wheat, and went away. And darnel is a plant that looks like wheat, but is poisonous to man and beast. And when the blade sprouted and bore fruit, then the darnel also appeared. And the servants of the master of the house came and said to him, Master, did you not sow good seed in your field? From where then does it have the darnel? And he said, A man, an enemy, did this. And the servant said to him, Do you wish, then, that we go and gather them up? But he said, No, lest while you gather up the darnel, you also uproot this wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And at the time of the harvest I shall say to the reapers, First gather the darnel, and bind them in bundles, and burn them. But gather the wheat into my granary. Another parable he put before them, saying, The rain of the heavens is like a mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed is less than all seeds, but when it is grown, it is greater than the plants, and becomes a tree, so that the birds of the heaven can come and dwell in its branches. Another parable he spoke to them, The rain of the heavens is like leaven, which a woman took and hid in 3 measures of meal until it was all leaven. Yeshua said all this to the crowds in parables, and he did not speak to them without a parable, so that what was spoken by the prophet might be filled, saying, I shall open my mouth in parables, and I shall pour forth what has been hidden from the foundation of the world. Then, having sent the crowds away, Yeshua went into the house, and his taught ones came to him, saying, Explain to us the parable of the darnel in the field. And he answering said to them, He who is sowing the good seed is the Son of Man. And the field is the world, and the good seed, these are the sons of the rain. But the darnel are the sons of the wicked one. And the enemy who sowed them is the devil. And the harvest is the end of the age, and the reapers are the messengers. As the darnel then is gathered and burned in the field, so it shall be at the end of this age. The Son of Man shall send out his messengers, and they shall gather out of his reign all the stumbling blocks and those doing lawlessness, and shall throw them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then the righteous shall shine forth as the sun in the reign of their Father. He who has ears to hear, let him hear. Again, the rain of the heavens is like treasure hidden in a field, which a man having found it hid, and for joy over it he goes and sells all that he has and buys that field. Again, the rain of the heavens is like a man, a merchant, seeking fine pearls, who when he has found one pearl of great price went and sold all that he had and bought it. Again, the rain of the heavens is like a dragnet that was thrown into the sea and gathered some of every kind, which when it was filled, they drew to shore, and they sat down and gathered the good into containers, but threw the rotten away. Thus shall it be at the end of the age. The messengers shall come forth and separate the wicked out of the midst of the righteous, and shall throw them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Yeshua said to them, Have you understood all this? And they said to him, Yes, Master. And he said to them, Therefore, every scholar taught in the reign of the heavens is like a householder who brings out his treasure, matters renewed and old. And it came to be when Yeshua had ended these parables that he left there. And when he had come to his own country, he taught them in their congregation, so that they were astonished and said, Where did this one get his wisdom and miracles? Is this not the son of the carpenter? Is not his mother called Miriam? And his brothers Jacob and Joseph and Shimon and Yehuda? And his sisters, are they not all with us? Where then did this one get all this? And they stumbled at him, but Yeshua said to them, a prophet is not appreciated except in his own country and in his own house. And he did not do many miracles there because of their unbelief.